Sunday, October 15th, 2023, round 4 testing on our high lift edition Broncos here. 2.2 Super Swampers on my brother's truck. Once again, 5.4 inches in outer diameter. And I am currently running the deep lug paddle tracks on my vehicle. We'll see how the paddle tracks stack up against the 2.2 Swampers. And I'm kind of dreading this. I know I'm going to trash my tracks out here today. Not looking forward to that. I kind of keep my tracks for the snow strictly. And I've only ran them on the adventure course a couple times. So I'm not looking forward to that. Chad Nelson, viewer Chad Nelson and Will Anderson. Much appreciated, guys, for your suggestion about fixing the suspension and moving or going back to that stock servo mount and doing away with the new servo mount / panhard bar mount. I'm going to give that a try here either later on today or tomorrow and see how that works out by comparison. And yeah, we'll see what happens with that. But many thanks, Chad and Will, for your little input there and information on the front suspension setup and fixing that lack of articulation problem. Alright, so once again, out here on the adventure course, we haven't did any retuning since yesterday. But yesterday was a pretty good video. All in all, 2.2 Mudslingers versus the 2.2 Swampers. 2.2 Swampers won out on that one, surprisingly. But we'll see what happens here today with the deep lug paddle tracks. Probably won't be doing too much rock crawling today, I'd imagine, just because of we already know the paddle tracks aren't going to do very well on certain angles. Approach angles more than anything else. I'm sure these shelled out pit areas are going to hold me up as well. It is another seriously overcast day today in the Northwoods. Oh, I got my differentials unlocked. Just thought about that. Rain is looming overhead. Oh man, we've got plenty of clearance underneath there with that setup. No doubt about that. Plenty of clearance. Go for it, clearance. Let's check out your clearance. You made it. Once again, I do have the rear shock limiters removed on my track units. Got some good articulation going on there. In. It's going to be a tight turn through here, I'm sure. Dropping down into the frog pond, which is dry. Oh, she's keeling over again. And my front track is digging in under a rock. No traction to be had there. As I said in the past about the deep lug paddle tracks, is the rear breakover angle snags you up with the rear tracks, and getting your front tracks stuck underneath something holds you up. Less than ideal in certain situations. No recovery king from this one. We're going to flip the baby over. Hand of God on that one. Let's see if we can bridge the gap here. I think we lifted up a rock on one side. See if we can get up on top of that one with the passenger side track. Nope, we can't. Too much of an angle. I love these tracks in the wintertime, but in the summertime, tires are far superior in most situations. Not all, most. Bronco making his way in. Red Bronco, Mr. Cena, Mr. C. Obviously no problem with the tires. No snag points there. Moving into the shelled out area. Boy, this is going to be murder. Moida. I just see problems, all kinds of front snag problems here with our differentials, or not differentials, but axles. Right there, we are dug in. Can't spin the Traxx. Oh, we are hit. Yep. This is going to be a tough one. You have to crawl from, try to straddle each pit on the way through. Every time we just keep snagging the track, snagging our driver's side front. Try and get up on top of that ridge there. Maintain traction without having that track toe in. We are just buried down in that hole. We'll try a different direction. Tracks are definitely not good for this stuff. Tell you that. Great traction, but that brake over angle on the front and on the rear, holding it up. We can manage to stay on top of these holes here and get a stronger steering servo. I've got it turned all the way hard left, and it just doesn't have enough power to spin those tracks or to turn them. Rear brake over angle on the back. Oh, sorry about that. I might have been holding the camera in the wrong spot. Back end is straddling a hole down there. EcoPower WP120T steering servo, not very impressive. Very twitchy so far, and a little underpowered as well. Bronco having no problem with the holes today. He did get stuck here yesterday. He's down in a hole with his back tire. And you're stuck, aren't you?
Yep. Your bumper's stuck.
Alright, strap it up. Oh, you're not going to be able to hook on that shackle again.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
Got to put on our shackle helper. Yeah, he's cranking up a little bit. Pull my front wheels in the air, front tracks in the air. We got him. Little leverage there. You think you need a... see if you can keep making it. You need a more winch help? Yep, you do. Let's get you over the top.
Just managed to hook it.
Yeah, the hot racing hook on the Monster Kong toe shackles. Not a good mix. Rip that board off, I think. Getting close. Didn't exactly leave it in a good spot for you either. Oh, there she goes. One more missing panel on the bridge. Still holding. Soon then we're going to have dirt pouring in from the other side. Try to keep on running it until it fully collapses and then rebuild it. Get into the sticks, logs. Traxx logs, yeah, hitting us. 2.2, he's not having a problem. I'm not going to be able to climb over that rock over here with the Traxx. That is for sure. Right. Yeah, your tires aren't loading up half as bad as they were yesterday, that's for sure. We had some moist dirt yesterday. The mudslingers versus the swampers. Yeah. Try to get that front track up into a groove over here, but no, not happening. And we got issues with the back tracks, rear brake over angle. Kind of expected all these little problems today. Just from previous experience. If I had a stronger steering servo, I might be able to hook it over. Come on, baby, stay on there. Oh, stay on there. She's gonna roll. Maybe. Oh, hook it, hook it, hook it. Backtrack starting to climb up on. Oh, don't go that way. Lean in heavy on the driver's side. Need to get this driver's side track up and over. Level ourselves back out. Oh, and she's snagging on the body. Full articulation there. No help on the driver's side rear track. Gotta square it up the steering a little bit to loosen up the torque on the suspension, and we got it. We made it. Didn't expect that today. Ooh. Yep. Kind of expected a few of those today. Yeah, we rolled it over after the fact, but we made it. Yeah, you're on a stronger angle before. And it is a chilly day today. Did you bite on that, or oh, okay? So last time, did you get on that one, or did you put your tire in that groove? You know, you've mastered this obstacle every time so far. Help with that ProTech 370 TBL steering servo. No problem pulling that front end around, that is for darn sure. 600 plus ounce inches of torque really comes in handy. My poor Traxx. They're going to see some abuse today. Yeah, I'm starting to see some water drops on my transmitter here. It's not sweating. It's starting to sprinkle a little bit. I don't know if I want to go that way or not. Let's change up our direction here a little bit. Go through that rocky switchback. Have you back up just a little bit further. There you go. On the wall. Which is what I'm going to be here in a second. I'm going to crawl over the wall. Wheel turned all the way left. Snagging our track on the wall. Oh, rear brake over angle, passenger side rear track. Couldn't back up. Jammed up against a rock. Definitely have some serious stability with the Traxx, that's for sure. Still getting track rub, even though this thing has been trimmed all to hell and back. Oh, you're coming off course over here. Wasn't even paying attention to that nonsense. Too busy monologuing over the Bronco. Sunset Bronco. Yeah, it's a slippery one, man. It's a slick rock. Temperatures have something to do with it too. Outdoor temperature, ambient temperature. Rock's getting colder. Tires are cold. Everything's cold. Everything's seems a little bit more slippery when it's cold. Use a high angle filming. I'm trying to catch some more definition on what everything's going through. Tires and tracks. Yada yada yada. The wall at the head. Well, we already kind of know what the tracks are going to do. They're going to keel over, toe in, just like that. We've got to work some angles and get ourselves above it. Nope, we are stuck there. Work it, work it, work it, work it. There we go. Trying to get that front track up and over passenger side. Bronco falling in. Mr. C. Which Bronco? Yeah, Mr. C. And Rowdy. Oh, whoa, hey, don't go that way. Weak steering servo. Stronger steering servo would have been able to pull that out just a little bit easier. We're keeling over. I think we're going to have to go with that angle and cut hard to the right. Maybe we can pull ourselves up and out. Really crawling with the Traxx. Mr. C making his way through the pits. Pits of despair. Looks like I perfectly timed that one. See if you can cut into it and just keep cutting hard left. Or go up that way. Going up around. nice and twisted. For a set of Traxx. Normally I like to challenge myself with picking routes, but with the Traxx on here, it's just enough. It's a challenge enough on its own. Biggest challenge with the Traxx is trying to get it to the point where they're not stalling out there and skipping. Try to snake our way through here nice and easy. You might have to get your winch out here in a minute. We'll see what happens. We're just digging holes. Well, not necessarily holes, but trenches. We're digging trenches. There we go.
I think you may have done me a favor.
Yeah, I might have done you a favor trenching it out like that. Or I might have really loosened up the ground for you. Yeah, you gonna be able to make it?
I don't know.
You're gonna let me get out of the way, okay. I know if I get out too far, I'm not gonna be able to back in, so. I'll just try to get to a point where we can still pull on. Maybe I'll go a little bit further forward. Here, why don't you back down for a second, hold your fire. Let me get into a different position. My Traxx are all kitty-wampus here, hanging up over the edges. Get myself out of the way and allow you a little bit more room and try to still keep my truck in an anchorable position if need be. Okay. Oh, nice job. Little throttle. Got her done. The Traxx are definitely displacing some dirt. Whoa, getting a little tip happy there. Backing right into you. That steering servo is weak sauce, man. I had to turn it under power and reverse there to get the turn. Didn't have enough power on its own to turn. Well, those Traxx are bulky. No doubt about that. We've been running these things for a few years now. Starting to sprinkle a little bit here. The sand is starting to get a little bit on the moist side, which most people are like, eh, what's the big deal? No, it's actually a pretty big deal. The sand around here is kind of unique, really. It's extremely fine, almost like talcum powder in some areas. We are tweaking up pretty good here. Rock crawling with Traxx. You living off camber there. Come on, baby, get up there, get up there, get up there, get up there. Hold the angle, hold the angle. Not gonna stop. Just keep on rolling through. Keep on rolling. Keep on rolling. Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop. Ah, we got it. That was the easiest time I've had so far. That's kind of unexpected with Traxx, that's for darn sure. All about the approach. Approach. Slipping and sliding and falling all over the place on these slick rocks. Oh, nice job. All one motion.
Yeah, I figured we were keeping it.
Front track is getting snagged up there, passenger side. As I was saying about the sand, it still has absolutely no problems loading up your tires. Because it becomes almost slick as mud. Slick racks. Passenger side track is down in the gully between two rocks. Crevasse. Mr. C's not having a problem with his 2.2s. That is for certain. A little belly rub there, I see. A little back tire in the air there, I see. I don't know about challenging this rocky crevice over here again. It's so destructive on the vehicles every time we've taken them through here. The Gen 8. My Bronco yesterday. Your Bronco 2 days in a row. You've made it 2 days in a row. I have failed 2 days in a row.
Decent body damage in the process.
Yeah, some decent body damage in the process. There's no doubt about that. No doubt about that. We've earned some new scratches on this one, there's no doubt. Where? Not too sure. There's just so many of them. These bodies are pretty well trashed as it is. A lot of scratches on them. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to get up on this one. I'm sure that's what she said joking there somewhere. Oh man, you are rolled over, bro. Try backing up. Cut to the other way. Maybe keep going. I don't know. There you go. Nice job. Nice recovery. Hands free. Alright, we're trying to climb over this rock. The track is extremely inverted on the driver's side. No traction to be had. Track skipping. Trying to climb up right through this little valley. Death Valley in this situation is pretty rough. If we can catch that rock with the side of the track. Nope, not that side, that's for sure. We're going over. Weak steering servo. Get a stronger steering servo. Steering servo is the key to crawling. Good strong servo. Of course, once again, you need to know when to hold them, know when to fold them when it comes to things. Good strong servo can destroy your front suspension or front steering system. Start ripping parts off, that's the moral of the story. Strong enough to start breaking things. Something's got to give. Now we got our track wedged under the rack. Yeah, I can't turn it to the left. It just doesn't have enough gumption to turn left. I got it turned hard left right now. Just won't do it. Nope, you're not getting it, man. Not like that. That's for darn sure. I need a sand ladder in between. Yeah, I'm sure I break my sand ladders. They're not meant for that kind of stuff. Definitely not meant for that kind of stuff. Alright, well, I'm going to go around that obstacle because obviously Traxx aren't going to go make it up over that. You don't have to go over it either. You've done it enough. You've definitely proven that you can do it. 2 videos in a row on that one. Moving into the big rock. Big rock topper here, bridge topper. Oh, we're going to tip over. Another rock to support. Steering's very well, man. Doesn't have enough power. Not nearly enough power. We're getting it so far. I shouldn't have said nothing. Oh, we're not getting that. Back tracks are darn near vertical. Oh, you're not getting that. No. I'm wanting to roll over. We're definitely not getting over that. Not without some winch assistance. Alright, we got her all winched up. Winch line running way out yonder there somewhere is a winch spike. See if we can make this happen. Little torque on our front end. That piece of cake. So you're coming in from a slightly different angle. Use another rock for an approach over there.
I couldn't even get up on it.
Really?
Yeah, I'm flipping.
Flipping. There you go. Yep. You sure are. Watch it out. There we go. Put the plunger on the side. So much easier, eh? Well, I don't know if you want to hook onto that rack. It ripped that thing right off.
Test it.
We tested my body. I mean, it's held on with many screws, but still. Wind up. Oh, you're giving me a good pull. There you go. Wind her up, Leroy. Yeah, we were trenching it out down there. That's a good pull. I'm not even going to attempt to try the street route. I know from the past that these tracks in the street route just don't get along. Going over the tree route on the small side. You're making it. A couple dirt mounds. Not expecting too much problem with the tracks. Good clearance, there's no doubt about that. I spoke too soon. I forgot to go with the old when in doubt. Throttle out. When in doubt, throttle out. Up she goes. Oh, you got open differentials in the back. No wonder. Gee whiz. Well, maybe winching, you bump the switch, getting the strap off the transmitter. Hey, nicely done. No need to over throttle, you made it. Hold stop. Seen you spinning out of the corner of my eye. I'm not sure what to expect on the back edge of this stump here. I'm sure I'm going to get some track line somewhere. Right there. A little bit of track line. You're going for the sand, you're going to load up your tires.
Yeah.
Preemptively.
Taking the 3 weeks left. Well, every time so far.
Every time, yeah. Well, I think last night was probably the easiest time. Or yesterday was probably the easiest time that you had.
Yeah. That's the issue. Slick rock.
Yeah, beach sand and slick rocks. Buried betwixt. Between. Oh, and there we go. Use a little servo pull there to get me over that root. Ah, come on, baby. Try to use the steering torque. Ah, come on, get up there. There we go. Ever so slightly. What little steering torque I have. EcoPower WP 120T, not very impressive on 6 volts, that is for sure. Which is the problem with running the Traxx ESC and speed controller and all that other good nonsense, is the fact that you can only get 6 volts out of it while running the Traxx complete VEC kit. That's the most you can get out of it. Unlike a Hobbywing 1080, where you can adjust your voltage. Oh, we are tweaking out. We're doing a switch over to a Hobbywing 1080. You know, is best best when done with a new transmitter and receiver and the whole 9 yards. Going 5-channel. Going with a Spectrum 5-channel receiver and radio, perhaps DX5. And 1080 would be a good setup. Brushless would be even better. Moral of the story being that the Traxx ESC only puts out, a receiver only puts out 6 volts at a maximum with the complete VEC kit. So when shopping for a servo, if you're running the Traxx setup, you want to find the one that puts out the most volts or most power on 6 volts. And ProTech 370 TBL is not bad. EcoPower WP 120T, I think it's 347 ounce inches on 6 volts and a little over 400 on 7.4. Savox SW1210 that I had in here previously was right around 270 something on 6 volts, and I think it's 444 on 7.4, which is more than what this servo puts out. This one does better on 6 volts versus the Savox, and the Savox does better on 7 volts versus this servo. TBL, once again, is a champion on both ends of that spectrum. Cutting hard right, dropping down into the pit. Towards the over on the rock edge. Tree branch down there somewhere. I'm not even going to attempt to climb that rock wall there. Well, that's actually a pretty tight fit between my light bar up there and the log crossing. Inch of clearance there. Yeah, making you stop on the hill, right? Squeeze. Getting dirt and whatnot into my bushings, my track bushings. They were used to snow. I was tearing the crap out of these boards yesterday. That was off camera though, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It was. The camera died early. Came through here with the mudslingers and it was just shredding those logs leading up to this log crossing. We didn't catch on camera because my camera battery was dying early. And today we got wise and put a external battery pack on the phone. And we are spinning our tracks. It's not good for my deep lugs. We're in rubber. Mudslingers were shredding these logs yesterday. Oh, a lot easier. Definitely easier time than with the Traxx, that's for sure. Ah, bottomed out. Stalling out our Traxx. Yeah, put a little light on the subject. Come on, Squeaky McGee. Squeak. Oh, don't roll it. Back up. Here it goes. Approaching the next little wall here. I'm trying to get past it with the servo, but the servo is not wanting to get past it. crack up. A lot of tree roots infused in that dirt right down in that area. Which doesn't necessarily help the tires, but with those Traxx, a lot of surface area there for those paddles to get a grip on the roots. I know you're eventually going to make it. Meaning I knew wasn't going to have to back up and give you a tow. I knew you could make it. Ups and downs through here. Yesterday you were having some problems in this area. That was off camera once again. Mudslingers had their pros and cons. Great into soft sand there, or that wet sand that we had yesterday. But they were definitely not so good on the rocks. As far as yesterday went, the Super Swampers won the shootout yesterday as well versus the 2.2 Slingers. They did not work out as good as I thought they would. As good as I thought they would. I think the Traxx are actually working out better than the Mudslingers were in most things. Funny enough, my Bronco actually did better with the 1.9 Traxx Deep Woods than it did with the 2.2 Mudslingers. Different tread pattern, different profile. Deep Woods are more of a rounded profile across the surface, and the Mudslingers have a kind of a right angle going to the side, between the sidewall and the top of the tread. More of a square shaped tire, and the sharp edges between the sidewall and the tread. Sharp angle, which causes them to dig down a little bit more. Rounded profile between the top of the tread and the sidewall gives a little bit more flotation. The Super Swamper Interco TSL SX tires that Ian's running out of the Proline 2.2 Swampers, two different style Swampers. These guys have the more rounded profile between the sidewall and the top of the tread. There is another set of Swampers that's not so good. A little more squared off. You went over the edge. I'm gonna about to go over the edge on this side. My Traxx is gonna get stuck on the other side of this tree, this log. Now you're back in it. That's a tough spot. It's like wet beach sand. And back into that same spot again, eh? Ah, you got it. Nice. Nicely done. I know it doesn't look like much on camera, but you can ask other viewers who have been out here and see what their opinion is on the adventure course in certain areas. Some of the stuff we make look easy. We've done it enough. And of course, other people are going to say, yeah, that is easy. For some people it is. For some people it isn't. Ian and I are talking about temperature being chilly today, and Ian was talking about having to switch over to some lined jeans, insulated jeans. So I replied that I'm already wearing some. He replied back that they're holy. And I said, of course, it's Sunday after all. Looking at my holy jeans. Oh yeah, another rocket to spare. This one's always a belly pan snagger there, but I'm sure with the Traxx we're not going to have any problems at all. Not with the belly pan anyways. Going for the log, eh? Yeah, I'm having a little issue here lining up with the rock bridge. Yeah, that's a rollover waiting to happen. Don't have enough power on the steering to turn that track back to the left. I want to say the Savox has more power on 6 volts than the EcoPower. Not too sure how accurate those measurements are from EcoPower. The 6 volt power versus the 7.4 volt input power. Alright, go for it there, loggy doggy. Whoa, 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 shoot.
It went.
Yeah, there's one rollover. That's a slick log, man. That is a slick log. She's wet. Well, hand to God and round 2 on that one.
Alright.
Dust off the truck.
I go the other way, I'm gonna laugh.
Oh yeah, that's a slick booger. Narrow too. Ish.
I've done it dozens of times.
Oh yeah. Yeah, dozens of times. What you haven't done is rolled off the edge of it dozens of times.
Right.
You've been pretty lucky overall.
That's the second time.
Alright, second rollover. For however many years it's been installed.
Right.
Summer and winter crossings. Wintertime gets really interesting when it gets like, you know, a foot of snow sitting up on top of it. Then it's extremely drifty and tippy from left to right.
Yeah, a muffin top.
Yeah, muffin top. That's about it. Little track snag going on there. Great stability going downhill with these tracks on rock. Only, well, as far as truck wanting to flip over. Not so good as far as traction goes. Not enough surface area with the deep lug paddle tracks. The original all-terrain tracks that came with this kit, with my track kit, would be better, just because they have a little bit better surface area.
Yeah. It would. Way better.
It's kind of like street tires versus off-road tires. Some more trenched out nastiness. As we work our way around. And back down. Be interesting to come back up this as well. Should almost go down and turn around and come back up it. And spot drop the trucks back at the bottom again. Front tires in a trench. Just hold your fire there a second in. I'm going to go one at a time here. Try to maximize our camera coverage. She's keeling over. I think I have to do a little readjusting here. So we can get ourselves up on top of this dirt mound on the driver's side. track rub. This baby has been radically trimmed. Radically trimmed. Rock sliders, body, inner fenders. Whole 9 yards. Just look at those rock sliders. Look how narrow those are. If you look at it from the underside, you see that there's not much of them left, really. Not much left. Same thing with the inner fender. Big notch cut out right there to allow those tracks to fit in along with the body. Radically trimmed. And we're still rubbing. Still rubbing. Apparently we can't get past it. Not all of it anyways. Always gonna have a little bit of rub here and there. Go for it there, Ian. See our track marks all over that hill. Slick sand. Loading up your tires, eh? Yeah, it's like driving through here with landing gear tires from an airplane. Some big old balloonies. Balloonies. Riding that rut. All rolling here into the next small storm damage area. That's the area we didn't go through, is the other storm damage and brick section. Tombstone area. Switching back and forth on the adventure course once again, custom routing, a lot of things. Oh, heading into certain destruction here, despair. That first pit right there is massive. Other pits not so bad, but they're sitting in at different angles. They're cut at different angles. Steering servo power. Got it turned all the way to the driver's side to the left right now, and it's not even budging. There she goes. Oh, get out of there. We need to straddle this pit. If we can. Otherwise, we are doomed. Doomed, I say. Oh, we're doomed. Steering servo, weak sauce, man. It's nice to have a servo that's strong enough to move the back end of the vehicle around. I've got a Traxx 370 TBL on my trail finder too. That's a pretty heavy truck. And if it's snagging up the front end, it actually has enough power to move the back end of the vehicle around. Which is the same thing with that Bronco over there, Mr. C. Running that Traxx, he has enough power to move the back end of the vehicle around. Once again, can be very detrimental to your steering components. It's a lot of torque being applied. So you're making up out of this hole. Billy, get me out of this hole. Movie drops. Okay, Work it. Cutting hard left. Hey, there you go. A little power hopping. Yeah, once again, the steering servo, not enough power. Got to turn hard left. Since I said what's the whole time. Since I started backing up, I had that baby cranked hard left and it just wouldn't turn. Oh, that's a big hole. We're in it. Got cranked hard right. It wouldn't go. Another big hole. Oh, big hole. We're over. No, probably get towed out of that. Could probably have you towed down the back end, but winch down the back end. Probably could have got it. Yeah, she's sitting at some funky angles there. Front track is just straight up and down almost. Well, not almost, but you know. Not happy, right? Need for speed, man. Yeah, at least you didn't tip it over.
Did good that time.
Did good. Or straight up approach angles. We didn't even make it this far yesterday. This thing's all still prepped up from yesterday's run. Hasn't been touched. Virgin material. Hold your fire on your climb. Let's see, maximize our camera time here. Doing pretty good. Pull on the power for a second, no problem though. I'm gonna be careful, sit right there because I got some big holes on the back edge. I'll wait till you make it up to that second plateau before I change our camera position. Yeah, no problem with the clearance. No problem with the climb. Oh, bumper snag. I snagged mine there too, but Traxx are having me sitting up a little higher in the air. You're cutting her down. Hey, you made it through. A little backblading on the way with the back bumper. Yeah, there you go. Nicely done. More bombed out pits over here. Impending doom for the Traxx. I'll hold there and let you get yourself up. So there we go. A little wheel hop, but hey, you made it. Just a shot in the arm that Cochrane needed. So many movie drops. Doubt half the people even get them. Oh man, we were doomed. Oh, maybe not. Our weak sauce steering servo, man, not helping things out. Had to cut hard left, and she finally went. Had to cut as soon as I started backing up. Just didn't have enough juice. Oh, come on, baby. Don't drop in that hole. Don't drop in that hole. Just drop in the hole. Alright, back out you go. Cutting hard left in reverse. And she finally cut left. Get on top of it. Get on top of it, Leroy. More holes. It's a holy day. This blessed Sunday. Yeah, you had a pretty easy time of that. Got more holes to go. You still have time to get stuck. Don't want to jinx myself. External battery pack on the phone is paying off. We did this to begin with. Rear breakover angle, or front breakover angle on that track. Doomed. Doomed. There we go. Popping up over that root. You're not going to have a problem. Tires. Well, let's crisscross the course before we make our way to the exit and grab a couple more obstacles along the way. Work our way down the rocky divide. We're going to jump off course here, so you might want to stay left a little bit. We're going to hook off to the right. Somewhere around in here. If possible. I say off to the right. Off to the right as we're facing the vehicle. Left as the vehicles are coming towards us. Do that quite a bit here on camera. Lefts and rights. This hill's been prepped for a week and hasn't been touched. Well, other than to get re-prepped after that week of rain. Alright, Traxx are just walking it. Literally walking it. Slowly. Yeah, it was nothing. Same situation with the mudslingers. They were doing great and stuff like this. Once again, not so good on the rocks. Making our way toward the finish line. This is going to be a little gnarly. Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? I'll sit here and just dig a hole for you. Ah, huge bumper snag. Scooping some dirt on this one. Oh, maybe not. I got enough traction to scoop dirt on that one. Yeah, twist it out. Agno. That's how I used to get over the speed bumps at my local high school when I had a lowered car. Hop the curb, leaving the parking lot with a lowered car. Hit it diagonally. Mr. C. Bonsai, right into it. You got to go with the diagonal method as well. And you don't have medium winch angle. Nicely done. Yeah, those tires are slicks right now. Wow! And a god. It's Sunday, we'll give you a couple free-handed gods. Making our way back out the podium. That is going to do it, boys and girls. Very much appreciated for y'all sticking around and watching the video as I spin my Traxx here on the podium exit. Many thanks for everyone checking out the video. Questions and comments are always welcome. Start up discussion. How those Traxx do versus the tires. Which do you think is better for all terrain conditions? Tires or Traxx? Traxx definitely are limited. There's no doubt about that. They have their limitations, that's for sure. Breakover angle and getting stuck and doing that number. Otherwise, though, not too bad on the sandy hills. That's going to do it, boys and girls. Very much appreciated for y'all sticking around and watching the video once again, and we will see you all on the next one. Thanks again.